Right.
Oklahoma legislator is planning to call a concurrent legislative session concerning $1.8 billion in federal American Rescue Plan fund spending. Oh, great. Okay. What do you guys want to see with the $1.8 billion? I want to know. Let me know. Tell me. What would you guys do with the money? Let's just change the conversation around it. What do you want?
Give everyone money.
$75 or more.
More.
Can we do a UBI until it's gone?
Until it's gone.
UBI.
This inflation is killing all of us.
But not on no Andrew Yang bullshit where you take away the food stamps and the TANF and all that. Keep that.
Keep all of that.
But give us checks.
But give us checks. Money. Power. 1.8 billion
currency.
$1.8 billion, y'all. Like it's for some people that's unfathomable. That's something that most people will not ever see in their lifetimes. But $1.8 billion. Like let's take a look at that. We used to fund higher education in $1 billion. We used to fund regular like K through 12 education much higher than that. Like pay some teachers, bro. Like literally put some money into infrastructure, expand that and give people like you have a state that you're just like, we need cars, but if you don't have good roads and shit to be able to drive those cars on, we're just gonna have to end up buying more cars. Oh, they just want to
that's why.
Like seriously, like libertarians are just like, well, what if it's a private road? Well, this is kind of what we're gonna end up having to get into. Is like I'm just gonna need my own road.
So apparently, according to this comment we just got, we're the only state that hasn't spent any ARPA funds.
Of course, because our governor is fucking incompetent.
Oh, here's something Leader Virgin said about it that's really good. She said, throughout the last month, media reports have shown that the Stitt administration is not up to the task of ensuring taxpayer money is spent properly. It is apparent that the governor's own safeguards have not been effective enough to ensure his cabinet members and appointees do their job to protect tax dollars. And it's just like, yes, thank you for that. Because that's literally what we're all saying. It's just like the Swadley shit and then the school vouchers. It's just like, what are y'all doing with our money? Run it back, because something isn't happening.
I just want to see a massive investment in housing. Like, we need more housing. 44% of Oklahoma County lacks affordable housing. So we need to see some affordable housing and developments happening. I want to see a lot of investment into adequate mental health resources, not fucking North Care, not fucking all these places where you gotta go. It's bullshit. The barriers are bullshit. We need no barrier healthcare and mental health services for people. We need no barrier homeless shelters to house the people that don't have access to housing until we create more housing, right? We need no barrier shelters. The problem is we have the resources that we do have, right? We have all of these requirements on it. For example, if you're homeless and you need to go to the shelter for a night because it's fucking storming outside and you don't have an ID, the vast majority of the shelters you cannot sleep in. But let's compare that to like the fact that 25% of Black people in America don't have state issued IDs. So how are you going to expect the homeless person to have a fucking ID? If they don't have anywhere to store their documentation, how are they supposed to keep up with it? They're living a life where they're constantly in transit, or their stuff is being stolen, or, whatever is the situation. Like, we need to protect our housing and secure folks.
$1.8 billion can solve hunger. That's it.
Part.
Like, literally, all you got to, like, during Ramadan, I was over at the food bank and they were giving us all these statistics about just like children hungry every single day, every day. I'm just like, well, we have enough money to ensure that everybody in the state of Oklahoma can be well fed, well clothed, and given shelter, have access to mental health resources, and give them money on the side. Like, there's no reason whatsoever that we can give them a holistic approach with just $1.8 billion.
Wait, I have more things. We need universal broadband. I have more things. We need universal broadband so our rural students can access fucking internet and families or whoever We need
Well,
that.
it says that
we need
the fiscal
an
year.
expansion in public transportation because our public transportation is fucking trash. And Oklahoma City is about to. They've been releasing some stuff around their new BART transit program. I think it is the new rapid transit thing that they're going to do in the city. However, the first part of the development goes up and down Northwest Expressway. So the people on the east side, the black people on the east side who don't have transportation, the Hispanic people on the south side who might not have transportation, still don't have access to fucking transportation. So we need an investment in public transportation. But I do want to preface all of this by saying that none of that shit matters if you don't invest in local organizations and community organizers and people like that to put this shit together, because anything that is created by the state and sanctioned by the state will fail the people because of its lack of equity, period. So you have to give it to the people.
I want a train.
A train? Can we get a high-speed hemp rail?
Hemp rail?
Like, we need that from here to Tulsa. I should be able to get to here to Tulsa in like 20 minutes. Get on your shit, Governor Stitt. Fuck that turnpike.
$5 billion turnpike.
Build us a high-speed hemp rail.
We have enough. We have enough weed, man, and farmers.
We have enough weed, bro. A lot of it. Okay.
You guys wanna wait? What are you gonna say?
No, I was just saying. Speaking of weed, something that we might not be talking about. Something we might not be talking about today is I got an email, I think, from the OMMA earlier, and they're talking about a moratorium on licenses for growers and dispensaries and stuff like that. I'm like, let me pull up the email because that was some shit that I was like, what?
You know what? I think I'll take a train over gay batteries. I want that on a shirt.
Right, if we did build a high-speed rail from Tulsa to Oklahoma City, then we probably wouldn't need that turnpike that goes from Norman and connects it to I-44. That's just my thought. I feel like the only reason they want that turnpike is so rich people can get to OU football games quicker. No, like, deadass, like, we don't need it. Like, you can't handle an extra 20 minutes to drive. It means that you're fucking privileged and you think the world needs to, like, crumble and, like, morph around you.
So I found it. It's a moratorium on new grower dispensary and processor license begins August 1st, but current licenses are not affected. Governor Stitt signed House Bill 3208 into law on Thursday. So the OMMA will stop processing applications for new growers, dispensaries, and processor license for up to 2 years, beginning August 1st. So anyone who is looking into dabbling or jumping into our cannabis industry needs to put in the application for your license before August 1st, because thanks to our good old shit show of a governor and that shit show that's going on in the Capitol every day, they're shutting down, access to the industry. House Bill 3208.
Thanks for watching our video. Please give it a like and hit that subscribe button for more content. If you want to engage with us, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram.